Welcome to the Chef's Kitchen Healthy Fine Dining Series. I'm your host, Nicole Gaffney, and we're here today with St. Luke's University Health Network, where we're bringing together doctors and chefs to create healthy new menu options to be featured at their restaurants. Joining me in the kitchen today is chefs Spencer Crawford and Nathan Weida of the Spinnerstown Inn, along with Dr. Brittany Kuperavage. Welcome, all of you guys. Thanks for being in the kitchen with us today.
Thanks for having us.
Of course. Well, what are we making?
We're going to make a couple of dishes, summertime fresh.
Nice.
So, corn's popular, peaches are popular, tomatoes. So I'm going to show you a couple of dishes and a couple of techniques that we used in the restaurant that you can use at home.
Wonderful. It looks very summertime fresh on the table here today, so let's get started.
All right. We're going to start with breaking down a chicken.
Okay.
Looks a little daunting, but it's not really.
Okay.
Spencer's going to start by Frenching it.
What does that mean, Frenching?
It's a technique where you leave the bone on, so it's kind of like a little showpiece. So he's cutting the tendons right now.
Okay, so you're cutting that little wing piece off.
And he's going to snap it right at the joint.
Okay.
Nice and clean. And he's going to take the wing tips off.
Okay, now what do you do with those? Do you utilize them?
We utilize the wing tips for chicken stock. We sell wings in the restaurant.
Of course.
We use the entire animal whenever we can.
That's fantastic. So you get whole chickens in at the restaurant and you're breaking all of them down yourselves?
Yes.
Wow, that's a lot of work.
It is, but it's worth it.
Yeah, for sure.
So we use the carcass for chicken stock and for soups and sauces and stuff.
And that goes a long way. That homemade chicken stock just can't be replicated with something out of the box.
Yeah. Store-bought is not the way we like to go.
Now, do you like to cook a lot at home, Brittany?
I do. My husband and I are trying to get better at it. We're both physicians, so we've had a lot of schooling, a lot of training, and so free time, and we have a soon-to-be one-year-old, so
you have no free time.
We're working on it, but we do like to, especially with him being so little. He's exploring foods now.
Oh, fun.
It's that fun stage where he's, picking up things and eating things, and more ends up on the floor or with the dog, but we have fun, so it's a good time.
So you breaking down whole chickens in the house?
No.
Yeah. Well, hopefully you'll pick up a new skill after today.
It's a little advanced for him, but maybe someday.
All right, so what are you doing now?
So now he's just removed the breast, and he just snapped the joint from the thigh. He's going to take that off. And the technique that he's using really allows us to stretch the skin over the chicken breast.
So this is like a whole half of a chicken right now. You're keeping that intact?
Correct.
Until you just cut it.
So now we have the leg separated from the chicken breast.
That beautiful job. I want to give you a round of applause for that because you executed that flawlessly.
He's pretty good at
it. How many do you do of those a day?
I've done thousands.
Yeah.
Thousands in a lifetime, probably about 20 a day.
Yeah, see, practice makes perfect. You just got to do 20 a day. Just 20. Be that good at it.
So while he's doing that, I'm going to talk about corn.
Okay, let's talk about it.
So nobody really likes shucking corn. And when I was growing up, it was always the kids' job, family picnics,
Every
so
summer.
I was probably about 12 years old when I realized I'm going to find the most efficient way to do this because I'm tired of shucking corn.
You're a smarter guy than I am.
So most people start with the silk at the top. I start at the back. And just snap that off.
Okay.
Peel it down. Excuse me, trash can.
I always love learning new techniques for simple things like this.
And then you grab the top, the whole silk, and just snap it. Pull it all the way down. That gives you one clean side. And then I roll the top.
Okay.
Hold all the silk.
So you really get a lot of the silk off
I get a
that
lot
way.
of the silk this way, and it's pretty quick. And then
that was really quick. Definitely faster than I do it.
Let's try it.
All right, so you go. Here, Brittany, you do one with me.
Okay.
So do the back end first.
Back end first. Just snap it off.
There
you go. And then you just pull it straight down.
Okay.
And then you grab the top of the silk.
Top.
Snap that off.
Snap it.
Peel it off.
Peel it off.
And then you start back at the top, kind of twist.
Twist.
Get a hold of that silk and pull it down.
We should do this to music. Choreographed little dance here.
There you go.
So, and
Beautiful, I love that.
Before you know it, you're done shucking corn and you can go back to playing.
Yeah. So you're shucking corn as fast as he's breaking down chickens.
Yep.
This is awesome. I love that technique. Because the corn silks, they just always stick to the corn and you can never get them off all the way.
Yeah, and people use brushes.
Yeah,
and,
nothing works. Nothing's easy.
So, this technique I discovered. So.
And you developed this yourself too. You didn't find this on like a viral YouTube video.
I did not.
You created this.
I did.
Now we have to create the viral YouTube video. So share this video with all of your friends.
Dr. Brittany Kuperavage, and I'm a family physician at Pennsburg Family Practice. Family practice is all-encompassing, so we see pretty much everyone you can think of. We take care of everything from cuts and scrapes to, serious conversations about end-of-life topics. So family medicine truly is everything. Everything starts with the family doctor, which is one of the things I love so much about it. So it's just knowing your limits and knowing what's best for the patient and getting them specialty care if they need it right away.
All right, so Spencer's about to put the chicken in the pan. He's going to salt, pepper, a little bit of oil.
Okay, so you're just going to sear this skin on?
I'm going to do the skin side first. Actually, most of the way skin side, because we really want to render that down, make it nice and crispy. Put some good color onto it.
I love how much salt and pepper you're using on the chicken here.
Yeah, you want to be pretty liberal with it. People are afraid to put too much salt on, but that's, a lot of flavor, and you're getting some minerals from it too,
it's a big,
as well.
thick piece of chicken, and you're going to lose them in the pan, so
exactly.
I think that's important to stress.
So we're just going to put it right down in.
Nice.
And then press on it.
Okay.
And that's creating a nice flat surface.
How long do you want to press that down for?
Okay, I'm just pressing it down for a little bit. Some people will take another pan and put it on top there.
So you really want to get that pressure
Mostly
on it.
you just want to make sure that the skin is nice and flat and covering the whole surface of the bottom of the pan.
Perfect. I'm all about that crispy skin.
Yeah, absolutely.
And this recipe is going to be on the menu as part of the Chef's Kitchen with St. Luke's Healthy Fine Dining Series menu, right?
Correct.
Yeah, awesome.
So, go back to the corn. So we're going to make a peach, tomato, and corn salad.
Okay.
We're also going to do a little bit of basil pesto to accent that. So this is where it gets a little messy because corn always likes to fly all over the place.
It sure does. Now tell me about this Wine Spectator Award that you guys have at the restaurant.
So we won the Award of Excellence 2 years in a row. Thank you.
Fantastic.
Yeah, we have a great wine program, great beer program, great cocktails. We really have something for everybody.
And you guys are right off of the Quakerstown exit as well.
Yeah.
So really easy to get to.
Really easy to get to.
Yeah.
I'm just going to finish it up in the oven.
Okay. So you get that nice sear in the hot pan and then let it all cook through in the oven. And that's a hot oven, 500 degrees.
Yes, for the magic of television.
How long does that take to cook?
It's about a 20-minute cook. We're going to try and get it done in about 15.
All right. Now you're working with totally raw corn.
Totally raw corn. I really like the raw.
Yeah.
Maintains its sweetness.
And corn is so sweet this time of year too.
It really is.
You can't beat summer corn. I'm going to steal some.
So, and
it's so good.
This is local corn. Came out of Lancaster.
Nice.
We're fortunate enough to have a farmer right down the street, Lester Weisel, supplies us with a lot of our produce.
Fantastic. You guys really are so lucky here in the Lehigh Valley to have access
We really
to such
are.
incredible produce. Pennsylvania knows how to grow their veggies.
Yes, they do. So, while we're gonna wait for the chicken, we're gonna start a corn stock.
Nice. So you guys really do use up every
We use everything.
last bit. I love that. Now, Brittany, you are a family doctor?
Correct.
What made you get into that type of medicine?
So family medicine for the reason of people interactions, right?
Yeah.
Communication, being one with the community, and being preventative. So trying to prevent diseases before they happen. That's bread and butter family medicine.
Of course.
Relationships, growing with patients, seeing them every year, sometimes multiple times a year, knowing their moms, their dads, their kids. Family medicine is part of a family, and that's what I loved most about it. So.
Oh, that's awesome.
Absolutely.
What would you say your philosophy is on care?
My philosophy is I will treat you like I treat my own family. So, growing up when family members were sick or friends were sick and you're on the other end, or even as a patient myself, having a doctor or provider treat you like their own family goes a long way. You want them to know that you are going to take the best care for them and do for them what you would do for your own family. So that's my philosophy. Try to use that every day with the patients I see.
I think that's great. I think that's what everybody is looking for in a family doctor.
Absolutely.
Yeah, nice.
That's a basic corn stock. I have onions, celery, corn stock, put a little bit of thyme in there.
And then you just put water on top?
Yep, just water on top. This is actually corn stock already made, so it's going to fortify the corn stock
so
even
you're just
further.
really reinforcing all those flavors.
It's really great corn flavor in there. While we're waiting for that, we're going to start the soup. Just going to dice up an onion. It's a really simple recipe. Again, just really showcasing the corn flavor.
Yeah, definitely. Do you advise your patients on diet at all?
Sure. Diet's a very important part of what we talk about every day, you know, trying to be healthy, weight loss, if someone's looking for that. So diet, we talk about all the time. And I don't subscribe to one particular diet or another. I say everything in moderation because it has to be something that you're going to stay with. So something that's unrealistic, you're not going to maintain in a few weeks or a month, you're going to forget about it. So in moderation, trying to be healthy, you know, fruits, veggies, lean meats, but being realistic too, you know, that you're human. And it's okay to splurge every now and then and enjoy yourself and enjoy food. And so that's my message is, you know, more of a balance in that sense.
I think that's great. Just making smaller changes throughout the day can make a big impact. So we've got some onions, some garlic working.
Onions, garlic. Like I said, it's a very simple recipe. And since it is a pureed soup, you don't have to worry about knife cuts.
That's always good.
Which is nice.
Yeah.
So we got a little bit of oil in the pot. So we're just gonna sweat the onions and garlic a little bit. Yeah, I don't want a whole lot of color on. I don't want that caramelized flavor. I want to keep it clean, fresh corn flavor. So a little salt.
The network is fantastic for many reasons. So resources are great for patients and collaboration is huge. So being a part of a network means that it's easy to communicate physician to physician and help bring that care full circle for them so that they can get what they need right away. And being a part of a network means that those resources are there for the patient. So being a family doctor, doing annual physicals, wellness visits, it's part of my conversation all the time with patients. I try to be realistic with the patient and be human and say, I know that it's hard, and let them know that it's okay to make small steps to improve their health. You don't have to go 0 to 60 and completely cut everything out that you enjoy. I think small steps really goes a long way in bettering your health and showing them why it matters and talking about long-term consequences so that they can see the bigger picture.
Do you change up your menu pretty frequently at the restaurant to keep things seasonal?
Yeah, we try to as much as we can.
A lot of specials.
There's always some staples. You can always get your favorite thing.
Of course.
But we do daily features. If they sell really well, we'll keep them on for a little while.
Nice.
If they sell really, really well, we'll put them on the menu.
Yeah.
So once you have a little bit of translucence going on here with the onions, a little white wine. I like to use Pinot Grigio again to keep it clean.
Yeah.
And then we're just going to add some corn.
Now, have you done anything to this corn? Because it looks like it's been sauteed or...
It has not been sauteed, it's been roasted a little bit.
Oh, a little roasted,
Yep.
Okay. Keeping secrets from us.
I do keep secrets.
As you should, you're the chef.
So we're just going to let that cook down a little bit.
Okay. All right, so we're adding this corn stock in.
So typically I like to cook my corn stock for about a half an hour.
Okay.
For sake of time, we're gonna use it right now.
All right.
So corn stock and then a little bit of heavy cream. Really
Nice.
Smooth it out real
Just
nice.
add some richness to that.
Absolutely.
Beautiful.
Now we're gonna bring that up to a boil and then we're gonna puree it. While we're waiting for that, I'm gonna put together the salad for you. Okay, so again, this is a salad that we do at the restaurant sometimes. Really clean, real simple.
Shallot?
Take a shallot.
Okay.
I like using shallots because it's a little lighter flavor than a regular onion. So I'm just going to dice that up a little bit.
It's a nice fine dice you have there.
Well, thank you. So a little bit of shallot. So just a little bit of garlic.
Nice, a very flavorful salad for sure. I love looking at all of the different tomatoes.
It's bright, it's
and
colorful,
vegetables you have
fresh.
here. Yeah.
So garlic, shallots, some fresh cut peaches, heirloom tomatoes that were
Gorgeous tomatoes.
growing on property at Spinnerstown.
Really? That's amazing.
And then we have some nice fresh cut corn. Again, I kept it raw. Salt. Again, don't be shy with your salt.
Yeah.
And again, this is kind of a rustic salad, so you don't have to worry about pretty knife cuts.
I can already smell that.
Smells great.
Smells so good.
Leave that to us at the restaurant.
Yeah. That is the smell of summertime right there, is fresh basil.
And then for the seasoning, I have infused olive oil. We like to use this a lot at the restaurant.
What's it infused with?
Garlic, onions, bay leaf, peppercorns,
Wow.
thyme, rosemary, and
So you
parsley.
infuse that yourselves at the restaurant?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. A little bit of sherry vinegar.
You chefs love your sherry vinegar.
We love vinegar. And what's nice about vinegar is, if you don't want to use a whole lot of salt, you can get that brightness
Right.
from the acidity of the vinegar.
This is such a beautiful salad. This is the kind of food that I want to be eating in the summertime.
Absolutely.
Exclusively.
Yeah, I don't get tired of this.
Yeah, maybe a cheeseburger on the side, but mostly this.
I have a question for the
Sure.
chefs. I don't know if you can tell us a tip on how to pick good peaches, because when I go to the grocery store, how do you know? Is that the
a great
right one to
question.
get? Is it too ripe? Do you have any tips on that?
If it smells like a really nice ripe peach and it's kind of soft, not too soft, you don't want it mushy,
Just a little give.
and just a little bit of give, and just have that nice fresh peach smell to it.
So smell them.
Yeah.
They won't
Don't-
look at me funny, right?
Don't be afraid to put your nose on it.
Mark it. I'm used to getting looked at funny.
So to finish this dish,
That chicken is sizzling.
going along with the flavors here, we have a basil pesto. This is a very simple basil
Beautiful.
pesto. Garlic, Parmesan, olive oil, basil, just a little
Any
bit of
nuts?
salt. I don't use
No
nuts. And the reason being is because there's a lot of allergies these
Yeah,
days.
for
So
sure.
I leave the nuts out just for them.
I love that. Keep it inclusive.
Just a small smear.
Love that. Reinforcing all of that basil.
Yeah. And you can do this for picnics, you can do this for dinner parties. It's a really versatile salad. And then I'm going to top it with just a little bit of goat cheese.
Yum.
Give it that bright acidity, a little bit of richness to it. And that's it.
This looks awesome. Now, is the chicken going to be a part of this dish, or is this?
Well, that's what I wanted to talk about, the versatility.
Okay.
So this is a nice cold appetizer.
Yeah.
And what you can do with that same salad without the goat cheese and put it into a pan, warm it up, and then you have a nice warm peach tomato salad for the chicken to go right on top of.
Nice. So a lot of versatility here.
So yearly physicals are absolutely recommended. We don't just drag people in for the heck of it. We want to see you at least once a year because we want to see you when you're well, because seeing you when you're well helps us to better know you when you're not well. So we need to know what your baseline is. And people sometimes are hesitant. They don't want to go to the doctor unless they're sick, but that's not the way medicine's supposed to be. It's not the way prevention, and especially family medicine, it's not meant to be that way. It's let me know you, let me get to know you when you're well so I can better take care of you when you're sick.
All right, so we're back to the soup. It's going to do a nice boil. Everything's getting nice and tender. We're going to puree it now.
Okay,
If you
perfect.
mind handing me the plate and the
Yeah,
bowl?
bring these over.
While I puree the soup, Spencer's going to heat up this tomato salad. Tomato, peach, and corn.
There.
He'll plate the chicken up for us.
Now, hot soup in a blender.
Hot soup in a
Something
blender.
we need to worry about?
A lot.
Okay.
Don't burn yourself. And also, big important thing is always use the lid
Okay.
and don't fill it too far. Hot
So
liquids tend to-
batches.
Do it in batches, yes.
I
Always
can't
try
get
and be
over the
safe.
color of this soup. It's so vibrant and yellow. It almost looks like you added like turmeric to it or saffron.
So remember those secrets that I was telling you about?
You did, didn't you?
I did. So I don't like using food coloring. I don't like using
Sure.
anything artificial. Nature has enough food coloring agents like red beets and turmeric and paprika.
Right.
You know, so there is a little bit of turmeric in here to
Oh,
To make
see,
it
I
pop.
thought that was a very specific yellow.
good eye.
Thanks.
Turn this on.
I've used this blender a few times.
So what I'm trying to do is just get it really nice and creamy, nice and smooth. Another chef trick, add a little bit of butter. It just helps with the richness, the creaminess, the silkiness.
Now, you don't make this a la minute at the restaurant, do you?
No, we do it in big batches.
Yeah, I would think
and
so.
we just reheat
Yeah.
it to it. Yeah.
Soups are better as they sit for a little bit anyway.
So I'm just going to pour this into a bowl.
That color is incredible.
Nice hot corny soup.
You know what you're getting when you sit down to eat that bowl.
Yeah. So stay with the same ingredients. A little bit of basil pesto,
Yum.
brightness, and some goat cheese.
That is so summery.
Spencer just
All right,
got done
let's see
plating
this
up
chicken.
the chicken.
Wow.
So again, it's the same salad we just did. We just heated it up a little bit. Put some chicken on top, a little bit of basil for garnish.
That looks fantastic.
So
All right.
that's 3 different dishes using pretty much all of the same ingredients.
This is such a beautiful summer meal. Well, what do you say we get started with the soup first? Okay.
Thank you.
All right, I'm going to go right in. Don't be shy. That is delicious. It just tastes like pure summer. It is just pure summer right there. The corn, the goat cheese, the pesto, it all works beautifully. All right, now we'll move on to the salad course.
Pesto.
So fresh, those peaches are incredible. It's not overly dressed. You really just let the produce shine. I think it's so great. Now I'm dying to try it with this chicken, which I've been eyeing up this crispy skin this entire show. I have to do this. See that crackle? Yes, that's exactly what I want in a piece of chicken skin. So dive in, guys. It's a lot of chicken to go around for everybody. So good. Don't let me be the only one eating. Everybody eat.
Sure.
The chicken's so tender, it's perfectly cooked, and I love how you've utilized the salad in a completely different application. It tastes different here than it does over there, which is mind-blowing because it's the same thing.
Yeah, it changes the flavors just a little bit. And
Yeah.
when you heat it up, it releases the juices and kind of makes it a natural sauce.
Yeah, for sure. Well, everything here was absolutely delicious. I know I'll be coming to the Spinnerstown Inn to get a second helping of all of this a little bit later.
Forward to seeing you.
Yeah, Brittany, thank you so much
Thank
for being on the show
you.
today. Thank you to St. Luke's University Health Network. This was a lot of fun.
I like teaching people what I know, sharing my craft with everybody. So doing an opportunity like this is something special to me.
For me, it was just a really great opportunity to come out, cook for some great people, and enjoy some fantastic food.